Hi everyone, welcome to Stunner Share. So today in this video, what we are going to see is the continuation of trade like stock market wizard. That is the book I thought of doing the book reading now. So that book, chapter one, the entire concept will be discussed in this video. So uh, the rest of the two videos which I've uploaded in the trade like stock market wizard also is the same in the chapter one, but it was like a few topics were covered in that. But what I have planned is like to cover entire one chapter in one video, that which tells you that what is more important, what is not important, so that you can concentrate on that. So that is what I have planned for now. So let's move on into this video further. So the first chapter is like introduction worth reading. So what has been told in this chapter one is like it is about how Mark Minervini waited patiently, learned, grown his knowledge. How he was able to be successful. Just an introduction of Mark Minervini on what all he has done. So there are several topics in that which were covered, and I have highlighted those things over here. So Mark Minervini started with a quote from Muhammad Ali. The quote says that champions aren't made in the gyms. Champions are made from something deep inside them, a desire, a dream, a vision. So what he's trying to say over here is like champions, it's like every bodybuilder or the person who goes to gym and workouts, it's not like they can become champions. So champions are those people who work for it, who have a desire. A desire is something is like what you wanted to achieve the most, what you are passionate about, and what you dream, and what is your vision. Vision is like after some 40 years or 30 years of time, where you will be, what you will be doing, and all these things are needed to become as a champion. So the basic concept of what he is trying to press, or what is trying to concentrate more, is like what is a desire to succeed. So you need two things: a desire to succeed. So what is your desire? So you need some desire. You see something you want to achieve, then only you will say it is successful, right? So what is that you need? You need a desire, you need an aim, you need an ambition, and to achieve that you need a winning strategy. Some strategy in the case of stock market, for example, in some other things, you need a certain set of plans to execute your goals, to execute your plan so that you reach to your goals. For example, as I'm a football player who executes a plan well so that he gets a goal for his team. The same way, a bowler bowls well so that he makes the batsman to get out or concede very less number of runs. So it is the same way. You have to have a desire so that you can be successful in what you feel, and then you need to have a setup or a plan or a strategy so that you will be able to achieve the one which you desire. So in his 30 years of experience, at the age of 39 only, he has become the multi-millionaire in his life. He started this journey of stock market at the age of 14 or 15 itself. But after a struggle of nearly 20 years only, he was able to achieve the multi-millionaire in his trading. So here in this entire book, he talks about super performance and not about decent performance. So what is the basic difference between super performance and decent performance? So basically, if suppose some people mindset is like, I get FD returns of 6%. Okay. So if I'm into stock market, I'm trading in stocks. If I get 7 or 10%, that is fine for me. I'm happy with that. Some people mindset is that he says as decent performance. According to Mark Minervini, super performance is something when the stock doubles, like 50% or 100% or 200, 300%. So that is what Mark Minervini says in this entire book. He concentrates only on super performance, not on decent performance. On the next topic, follow your dreams and believe in yourself. He tells that if you want to be successful, what you need to do is like, as he mentioned earlier also, you need to have a desire. And by the way, you need to have the dreams so that you can believe in yourself and then you can succeed on it. See, for example, you wanted to become a successful entrepreneur. So what you need to do is like you have kept a desire like I want to become a successful entrepreneur. So you need to work for it. So when you want to work for it, your mind, your body, your entire your body should work for it. Even though when you are sleeping, when you are doing some other work, your mind should work for you to become an entrepreneur. So when you do that, you will be able to follow your dreams. So when you are following your dreams, one thing what you need to do is like you need to believe in yourself. Why you need to believe in yourself? See, for example, Mark Minervini, for the first 6 years in his trading career, faced only loss. So in those time, many people would have said, you are facing a lot of loss. Why are you trading in this? Why are you into stock market? Why are you this, that? It is a gambling, anything they can say. But he ignored everything and concentrated in only trading. And now he is a successful man. The same way, anything, for example, you any person who is in a struggle, or for example, I just wanted to give you some example of any person who struggled a lot to become a successful person. So anyone, okay, let's take Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Okay, so Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you guys would have seen his movie MS Dhoni. That movie you guys would have seen how much struggle he has faced after being a ticket collector, and people and a lot of people was not able to give him a chance, and he was not able to perform in a in a particular match, and ultimately he was like, everyone said, okay, that's it, your journey is done. And he is also went into ticket collector's job, and he did his work for some time, but he was not at all happy at all. And he just followed his dreams, and now everywhere in the world speaks about him. Yeah, the same way, if you are sure that you want to achieve something, then you need to ensure that your mind, your heart, your body follows that, and it will be automatically coming in your dream. Okay, and then what happens is like you need to believe in self, irrespective of what others says. If you are very confident that something can be achievable, then you can go for it. Clear? Then the next topic what he has mentioned is like the trade shall set you free. So what does that mean? Trade shall set you free is like basically whosoever is watching this video, or myself, or anyone, they will be in a job, an IT job, or any job working under someone. They do not have a freedom at all. First freedom is like they go for a job. Why? Because they do not have financial freedom. They work under someone, and they get paid for the work what they do, and you are responsible for the work you do. Clear? And people will be questioning, your manager or your boss will be questioning you. So that place you don't have any freedom. There is always a question mark for you for your work. And you have to go to your office, or sometimes work from home, depends on the company's policy. So there is no freedom for your place to decide. But in the case of Mark Minervini, he has financial freedom because he is into a trading career. He was successful, so he had financial freedom. And then he can trade on his office, on his home, or anywhere. Even if he goes for vacation, he just needs to carry his laptop and he can do his work. Clear? And he is responsible for his work. He makes profit, he is responsible. He makes loss, he is responsible. No one is there to question him. So the trade shall set you free means there is some freedom for you to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and wherever you want. Clear? What he is trying to quote here is like optimist and pessimist are both are right, but which side are you going to choose? There are people who will say it is gambling, don't enter. Okay, they may be right. There are people who says I follow technical analysis, I follow fundamental analysis. It is working good for me. I am into it. They are also correct. How do you take them? How you approach it? How you decide which side you want to go? That is what actually depends. Then achieving the best of both worlds. Here there will be a confusion of what does that mean by best of both worlds. I'll just clear it out. First of all, his philosophy and approach into trading is to be a conservative, aggressive opportunist. So this is the both worlds meaning. That just listen to the line. Philosophy and approach to trading is to be conservative, aggressive opportunities. What is trying to say over is like a conservative person does not take risk. An aggressive person takes risk. He mentions both the words here. So that is called as the both the words. So what does he mean by that? His style of trading or his style of getting super performance is aggressive for the reward, for the profit he gets. And at the same time, his risk is he is very, very conscious, and that is where he is conservative. So on the reward part, he is very, very aggressive. On the risk part, he is very, very conservative. So people, those who are following strict reward risk ratio, they can always be successful in trading career. I can guarantee that. And again, I'm saying I'm not 100% guaranteed, because some people just maintain 2% as stop loss and 0.5% target. I can't help in that case. So, but if you are maintaining proper risk and a good reward, then it is obviously possible. Because in the case of Mark Minervini, what I could see is like he keeps a 10% of stop loss, but his target goes to 100%, 200%. So that is really good, right? So you have to connect in that way. So whenever he begins to trade, whenever he thinks of he thinks of a stock, like whether can he trade in this, whether not to trade. Whenever he thinks, first thing what comes to his mind is like, how much can he lose? So how much can he lose? He can lose this much, he can lose that much. So that is what his mind always runs behind, and that is where he used to get the decide whether to go into a trade or not. So due to his disciplined strategy or the disciplined way of trading, he was able to be successful and he was able to be successful even after facing 8 bear markets. 8 bear markets means 8 crash markets or 8 recession type of markets like Corona, like that. So he was able to sustain in that also. And then fourth one, invest in yourself. So as I mentioned earlier, he made 6 years of loss from in his trading career. He's also a normal human being. So before he tried to get experience, he was making loss. But what made him very, very confident is like the time he dedicated, the unconditional persistence, the unshakable commitment. The commitment he showed towards trading, towards stock market, it is where it has taken to him. It is where it has taken him. So if you guys see 6 years of loss, and after that a multimillionaire, a champion in the US investing, so that speaks, that tells what he is. So never, people here in this world or in the stock market field, they overestimate the stock short run. They say that in the short run, I want to get this much of return, that much of returns, but they underestimate a long run. So people who believe investing in a longer time frame, they will be successful, but at least you should know your knowledge. Don't go by the word, okay, I'll invest long term, I'll be successful. Clear? So they are overestimated over the short run, and they're underestimating the long run. The amount you collect in a short run, it can be double, triple, even 10 times, even 20 times can be done if it is in a long run. Only thing what you need to have is like not to give up attitude. So the next one is like when opportunity meets preparedness. So he is very dedicated. He learns or he studies market every day, 70 to 80 hours in a week. He dedicates his life for learning the trading skills to perfect his trading skills. A person like Mark Minervini, who has come out of his school at the age of 15, even not doing a higher school, but the knowledge he has gathered is not possible for the people who has done research also. He has done a lot of knowledge. He has gone through a lot of libraries. He has read a lot of books. So what all the mistakes he has done in his career, like in 1980s, he was doing trial and error and he was trying to learn. And all those period of struggle, when he entered into 1990, a bull market started, he was able to achieve a lot of profits. How it was able to do? The 1990 bull market, which was started, that is called as the opportunity, and the trial and error or the work he has done in the 1980s, it is the preparedness. That is where he was preparing himself for the opportunity to come. And stock market is a place where you will get opportunities every day. He's also quoting a nice thing. I've shared in my Telegram channel also. Right now, somewhere out in this world, someone is tirelessly preparing for success. Right now, somewhere, someone in this world is preparing preparing and spending a lot of time for his success. If you fail to prepare, if we fail to prepare, that somebody probably will make big money while you only dream about it. So if you are not preparing like the other person do, what that means is like that person is going to make a big amount of money, and what you will be thinking is like you'll be dreaming like, oh shit, I should have done like that. I could have done like that. I did a mistake. All this regretful times to be avoided. For that, you need to prepare yourself. The next topic sees permanent knowledge. So permanent knowledge in the sense, people do paper trading, people do trading in a lot of virtual platforms. That is not at all going to give you a permanent knowledge. You might have learned a lot of things, but when you do real time experience, like putting your money inside your trading account and doing some trades, that is where your risk, your fear, your greed will come into play, and that is where you will be able to get a permanent knowledge in that. Put passion at the wheel. So here what he is trying to say is like, you need to be passionate, you need to be passionate, you need to be passionate about what you are doing. You might be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, or anyone, but you need to be passionate about what you wanted to do and what makes you feel happy. Same case of MS Dhoni. He was a ticket collector, he was not happy for that, but he wants to become a cricketer. That is what he is passionate about, and ultimately his passion makes a history for India. He got the World Cup for us. So that is what you need to do. You need to be passionate about something, what you feel it is good for you or which makes you happy. Passion comes within you. It is not something someone can teach. Passion should be coming from your heart. It's like love. It must come from, someone can't teach it. So passion has to come. Whenever passion, you are able to achieve your passionate one, or you are able to go for a passionate thing, slowly the money will be getting rewarded for you. After a struggle of ticket collector journey, he was into cricket, and after that, you guys know how rich is Dhoni. So when you are passionate, everything follows you. The best time to begin. So here what he says is like, every day is the first day of your life, rest of your life. For example, tomorrow Monday, or tomorrow is the Monday, or tomorrow is going to be the best day or the first day for you to begin. So in the case of stock market, there is no one is going to say that pay the fees or like join the school, join the college. You have the books already. You can start it anytime, anywhere. So best time is to begin is like every day. Learn from your failures. Rejoice in your success. You need to learn from your failure, then only you will be able to succeed a lot. You will be able to know what mistake you have made. Faster you pursue your dreams, faster you can achieve. If you are following your dreams as much as possible or as fast as possible, as fast as the success will come to you. So you need to be concentrated, passionate. You need to be dedicating your life for it, then only you'll be successful. A time to share. In this topic, he just trying to share something like, initially many people approached him to write a book or give his knowledge or theory, but he rejected it, or he doesn't want to do it. But later he just read a book, and in that book he just read a line which made him feel that he should share the knowledge. That is, the line is, don't let the music die inside you. So in this, what he's trying to understand, like something what he has learned or something what is achievable, he started to write in a book. By that, if at least one person follows it, and one person, if he is successful about that, if he's successfully trading about with the knowledge what he has shared in this book, he is happy for that. So that is why he has shared his knowledge. That is why he has written everything in this book about how to achieve super performance in stocks. And the last line, he just ended the first chapter. If you are willing to work and believe in yourself, anything is possible. It is like not only in stock market field, it is like in any field. If you are believe in yourself, it means you are believing in your work, then anything is achievable, anything is possible, nothing is impossible. So this is all about the content in the first chapter. I've just gathered some few important points and I've just shared it over here. If you feel the content is good, kindly give a like and share it to your friends and family. And if you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep supporting. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for more videos.